Welcome to the Society's Child podcast, where we have real conversations about being a trauma-responsive educator in the midst of a significant mental health crisis. Hi, I'm Trish Senzak, a former educator, compassion advocate, and Jesus lover, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Are you feeling confuzzled about your students' behavior and needs? You're not alone. If trauma-informed strategies leave you wondering, what's next? Don't worry. My friend, I've been there too. As a foster mom and a child of complex trauma mixed with my experience as a teacher, it's led me to finding a compassionate, whole child approach that's evidence-based, practical, and transformational, and I'm so eager to share it with you. Whether you want to connect with your students on a deeper level, create a trauma-sensitive environment, or you just need a little bit of encouragement or support, you're in the right place. So grab a drink, a pen, or your earbuds, and let's work together to create a safe and student-attuned trauma-responsive school culture. Society's children need you, so let's get started. Hey, educator family. Today we are here for another Monday Mindset Matters, and I want to talk to you about being curious. And today, it's about being curious about the makeup of your classrooms, the makeup of your campuses, the makeup of those around you. And I'm not talking about putting makeup on, although sometimes we can wear a mask around that. But it's about curiosity, being in a state of curiosity and having a strong desire to learn or know more about something, more about our kids. It really engages your mind and it puts us in a state of exploration. And I believe it can lead to increased knowledge and creativity around how we can solve this problem, around how do we become trauma responsive and create trauma responsive campuses. I believe that curiosity encourages us to have an open mind approach to the world and really foster a growth and deeper understanding about all kinds of subjects. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you a few questions to be curious about this week. Take it for what it's worth. I'm going to offer a little bit of encouragement and send you on your way for your day at work. So as you look around your campuses, ask yourself, how many of these kids have gone through something that's changed the trajectory of their life forever? Which of these students in front of me have challenges at home that may be a little more challenging than the others in this room? Which of these staff members around me have been through a hard road to get to where they are now? Which of my leaders on this campus struggle with overwhelm, anxiety, depression, or maybe even have a tough life at home? Who in my world right now is crying out for a little bit of extra connection or community or conversation? I believe that we as Christian educators are really supposed to live in humility and unity. And I believe that as Paul tells us in Philippians 2:4, and this was when he was talking to the Philippians, and he was talking about how we should be grounded in love and in fellowship with others. And he gave us a scripture that I think really ties into this curiosity thing. And he says, let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. And that's in the English Standard Version. But I love the version in the Message where it says, forget yourselves long enough to lend a helping hand. I believe that this emphasizes the importance we as educators should really take to the extra degree and the extra level. And that's step out of selflessness, step into humility, and really consider the well-being of others. And I think we can draw inspiration from Christ in this example. I mean, even as the woman at the well, when he not only took time to get to know her, but he really just created a conversation with her. And so I think this brings us to our teachable tidbit for today. Create a comfortable and safe space for others to engage with. Be welcome and open to conversation so that you can have moments where you can get curious with them and ask them about their interests. Ask them about what's going on in their life. Get curious about your students. Maybe there's an opportunity in some of your discussions and whatever you're talking about in class that you can create a space for open discussions where students can express their thoughts that involve emotions. And it might give you some insight where you can use your discernment a little bit further to think about what life might be like for that child. So I want to encourage you to fix your heart so that you can step out in curiosity. This process is the start of a transformation. And if you will really start by being curious, I believe that it will transform us. Because once we get this information, then we're called to do something with it. Extend your curiosity beyond your own self-interest. Yes, we do live in a self-interesting world, and it's all about self. But I'm asking us as Christian educators to step beyond that self-interest. In fact, one of the greatest scriptures is love your neighbor as yourself. And of course, love your God with all your heart, mind, and soul. But in order to love others, we have to really give more to others that we would give. The same thing we give to ourselves, we have to magnify that. So educators, you have the power of inspiration in your hand. This is the first step towards understanding, empathy, and growth. And it'll create a tapestry of healing and resilience across our campuses. The impact is not just in what we learn, but in the connections that we forge. And I'm encouraging you, educators, create a legacy of curiosity that goes beyond your classroom. There you go, my friends. Monday, mindset matters. So create a mindset on this Monday that matters and takes you forward in your classroom. Until next time, my friend, be teach-tastic. Have a great week. Hey, amazing educators. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this episode helpful, I'd love for you to hit subscribe and leave a review. Even better, share this episode with a colleague. And hey, I'd love to connect with you on social media. You can even join my Facebook group for some extra support and a dash of inspiration. I've left all the links in the show notes. Until next time, my friend, remember, you're not alone on this journey. You've got this. Keep making a difference and stay teach-tastic.